it's Willison, and I am excited to be back on this Spellbinders YouTube channel today. I am creating these fun rainbow cards with some brand new products from my friend Laurie Willison. She has come out with some really beautiful hot glimmer foil plates for you that I am really excited to share. So let's take a quick look at everything that I'm going to be using today. So up first is the Effortless Sentiments Glimmer Plates. They're really beautiful script. This is the framed details with those lovely cascading leaves. This one is Foiled Brushstrokes and Stripes. Loving this one. And then the Floral Love stamp set. Today I'm going to be using foils in the colors Aura and Prism. They're gold and silver, but they've got this really beautiful rainbow effect to them. And then finally, I'm going to be using this pack of jewels called Rainbow Drops. And then, of course, a selection of cardstock from Spellbinders FSJ in all the colors of the rainbow. So I do have to apologize because the next part of my video ended up corrupting. So you didn't get to see me put these together, but all I did was trim these cardstocks down into 1/8 of an inch and 1/4 of an inch, and then I just glued them to a piece of white cardstock to make these really fun rainbow stripes. So we're going to go ahead and start getting going on the first card here. So I trimmed down a strip of the rainbow stripes so I would know where I needed to place the glimmer plates, and just drew in a really light pencil line. And so then I'm going to go ahead and I am going to arrange the foiled stripes right above where the rainbow stripe paper will finish. Now, I am going to be using a technique that I learned from Yana, and that is her washi tape technique. So in order to keep these in place and right where I want them on the paper, I'm going to just use some low tack tape and I am going to tape them down. Now, that one of the things that's really great about the glimmer plates from Spellbinders is they're real sturdy, and they don't move out of place when you go to put tape and stuff like that down. So I love the fact that they really are a good weight and they stay where they go. So moving on in this technique. Get your washi tape down, flip it over, and then put your foil underneath it. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to flip it over onto your foiling machine and hit the timer button. And then just let the timer go. So after the timer is finished, you want to put on your shims. I did add an extra paper shim into this one because I tried it once and I didn't get a very good result. So this is actually technically the second time doing it. And as you're going to see, just by adding that one paper shim, I end up with a perfectly foiled set of stripes. So I am using the Aura colored here, and I just really love how this gold turned out. It's gold and it has this really beautiful rainbow prismatic feel to it. It's really, really pretty, and I just love how it turns out on all of these cards. Okay, so we're going to move on to foiling for the next card. So I'm using the same set of glimmer plates here, but now I'm using a couple of the foiled brushstrokes. These are they give it a really artistic, fun feel. I just think that they are really, really fun foil plate, and I can just see so many really great ideas with them, and I really love how they look cascading down a little bit from that rainbow striped paper that's going to go above them. And I used that rainbow stripe once again as a guide to know where to place those brushstroke foil plates. I am using the same exact method here with the low tack washi tape. Had to get a little bit bigger piece to go across everything on the right side of the card. And then I'm going to do the same thing as I did before. Flip it up. Now let me give you a little tip here. If you push it up a little bit further and expose just a little bit more of the washi tape, it's a little bit easier. Now, don't forget to make sure that the color is facing up. That would have been a mess if I wouldn't have remembered to fix that. But I fixed it so we're all safe and sound. Now go ahead and turn this piece around onto your Glimmer machine and hit the timer button. And once the timer is finished, you're going to put your plates, and I added that paper shim into this sandwich as well, just because I wanted to make sure that I got a really good impression, a really good foiled impression with these brush strokes, which are a little bit thicker and cover a little bit more area. And they ended up working out beautifully. Another really great thing about this washi tape technique is it makes it a little bit easier to take those warm plates off of your card. And look at that. I am still so amazed every single time by the foiling process, and that one did not disappoint. It turned out perfectly. Okay, now I'm just going to start showing you the other aspects of this. So I went ahead and I foiled the sentiment directly to the card. This one says thinking of you in the same aura foil. So, and then finally I also did those beautiful framed details, the cascading leaves. I also foiled those to a piece of white cardstock as well. And then and then one more time we are going to run the foiling sandwich through the Spellbinders Platinum, and this is the final sentiment. So this one I ended up using the prism colored foil, and that is just the silver version with that same kind of rainbow effect. I went with the silver for this one because I wanted to just make sure that the sentiment would stand out a little bit more on that bright red cardstock. And so the final step in the foiling process is I am die cutting the sentiment with the coordinating die, running it through my platinum, and it's going to give you this perfect outlined sentiment. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to stamp the sentiment to the card that has the cascading leaves from the Framed Details Glimmer Kit. I am using the word hugs from the Floral Love stamp set. Now, all of these products, with the exception of the two foils that I used, are actually in the Effortless Greetings Project Kit this month. And basically what it is it gives you all of the supplies that you need to create 4 cards, and plus all of these glimmer plates that I showed you today and this stamp set all in one kit, and you get some savings. So I wanted to let you guys know that that is an option, and all of those details will be linked below. And also you can get more information on the Spellbinders blog. So with all of the foiling, all of the stamping, all of that done, it's really just time to start putting cards together. As you can see over on the right, I've already put together the Thinking of You card. I'm now putting together the card that is mainly just stripes. I went ahead and just glued that wider rainbow striped strip down. Say that 4 times real fast. And I'm just going to adhere it to a blue Lagoon A2 card base with some foam adhesive. Next, I'm going to adhere the sentiment down, and I'm going to use some of these great FSJ foam squares to adhere it, just to give it a little bit of dimension. These are the perfect amount of dimension in these foam squares. I love their width. And I'm just going to place that in the upper right corner of the card. Finally, we are going to go ahead and put the rainbow stripe onto the top of the cascading leaves from the Framed Details glimmer plates. And that's just going to go right at the top of the leaves, so they kind of look like they're falling from the rainbow. I thought that was a really cute touch. And then I went ahead and I just adhered that to a red card base. So the very final steps in all of these projects, and something that I do really on all of my cards, is adding some gems. And this collection of, I think they're called rainbow drops from Spellbinders FSJ, is just the prettiest pack of gems, and I was really excited when I saw it. And so what I'm doing is I'm just arranging them in trios and in duos here and there. Now, these aren't going to be super easy to mail in a standard envelope, so I would suggest mailing them in either a padded envelope or just putting them on a package of some sort. Now I'm just adhering these down with a jewel picker and some mixed media adhesive that dries clear when all is said and done. So your beautiful rainbow colored gems will keep their original color and they'll look great, beautiful, and shiny. So so for the next card, I start out and you're gonna see I'm putting them on the left side of the card, right above the final gold foiled stripe. And I'm just arranging them in rainbow order, and I'm using the smallest gems from the set. In the end, I didn't show this part in the video. I actually ended up flipping them the other way, and I arranged them coming from the side of the left side of the word thank you. And you can actually see that in the upper part of the video here. And then finally on this card, I'm just adding jewels into the two corners of the white cardstock. And those are my 3 cards for you today. Thank you so much for having me on the Spellbinders YouTube channel. I really hope that you enjoyed my cards today. I hope you enjoyed the rainbow colors and just the simplicity. Be sure to check out Spellbinders blog for more inspiration using these gorgeous brand new products from Laurie Willison. And also you can get all of the links that you need down in the description below. So other than that, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything in the future. And other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day.